Today, on the 15th of November 2025, we gather here in this heartfelt space to remember and honor remarkable souls who have recently left us, along with those whose legacies continue to inspire. Together, we'll celebrate their journeys and also reflect on WWE legend Dominic Mysterio's recent struggles that fans everywhere have connected with. Don't forget to subscribe and be a part of our growing family of remembrance and strength. Kurt Mr. Perfect Hennig, born on March 28, 1958 in Robbinsdale, Minnesota, was more than just a professional wrestler. He was an embodiment of precision, athleticism, and charisma that captivated fans across generations. Wrestling ran in his blood. His father, Larry the Axe Hennig, was a revered figure in the wrestling world, and his grandfather, Paul the Butcher Hennig, had also made a name for himself in the sport. Growing up in such an environment, Kurt developed a deep passion for wrestling from an early age, combining natural talent with rigorous dedication to the craft. He began his professional career in the late 1970s, honing his skills on the independent circuit before making a mark in the American Wrestling Association, AWA. There, his athleticism and technical mastery quickly drew attention, and in 1987, he captured the AWA World Heavyweight Championship. It was during this period that the nickname Mr. Perfect began to stick, reflecting not only his flawless in-ring abilities, but also his meticulous approach to fitness, technique, and performance. Hennig's move to the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, in 1988 elevated his career to new heights. Fans were drawn to his entertaining vignettes, which highlighted his perfect persona. Whether he was effortlessly sinking basketball shots, performing flawless dives, or flaunting his impeccable physique, a two-time Intercontinental Champion, Hennig engaged in memorable rivalries with legends like Bret Hart, Randy Savage, and The Ultimate Warrior, leaving an indelible mark on wrestling history. After leaving WWF, Hennig continued to shine in World Championship Wrestling, WCW, becoming a prominent member of the NWO faction. Tragically, his life was cut short at just 44 years old due to acute drug intoxication. Yet his legacy endures, remembered not only for his breathtaking performances and technical mastery, but also for inspiring countless wrestlers who followed in his footsteps. In 2007, the WWE Hall of Fame immortalized his contribution to the sport, ensuring that Mr. Perfect will never be forgotten. Alan Coage, born on October 22, 1943, in the bustling heart of New York City, carved out a remarkable career that bridged the worlds of professional wrestling and martial arts. Known to fans around the world as Bad News Alan, Coage became a figure synonymous with toughness, intensity, and an unflinching presence in the ring. From a young age, he displayed a natural athleticism and a fierce competitive spirit, qualities that would guide him through a life dedicated to physical mastery. Coage's early years in wrestling saw him honing his craft across various regional promotions in the 1970s, gradually building a reputation for his gritty style and unrelenting determination. His breakthrough came during the 1980s when he rose to prominence in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, and other major organizations, captivating audiences with his brash, no-nonsense persona. As Bad News Alan, he was more than just a wrestler. He was a storyteller, drawing fans into his dramatic feuds and intense rivalries, where every move seemed to carry the weight of his larger-than-life character. Outside the squared circle, Coage was a highly skilled judoka representing Canada in the 1976 Olympics, a testament to his discipline, focus, and mastery of martial arts. This background deeply informed his wrestling style, allowing him to seamlessly blend grappling techniques, throws, and striking maneuvers, giving his matches a distinctive edge and authenticity that few could replicate. Alan Coage passed away at 63, leaving behind a legacy that transcended wrestling. He is remembered not only for his memorable character and athletic skill, but also for his dedication, resilience, and the indelible mark he left on the sport. His story remains an inspiration, a reminder of the passion, grit, and humanity behind the persona of Bad News Alan. Scott Hall, born on October 20th, 1958 in St. Petersburg, Florida, was one of the most magnetic and influential figures in professional wrestling history. From the very beginning, Hall carried a presence that drew attention. Tall, confident, and effortlessly cool, he had a charisma that made audiences instantly take notice. Hall first rose to mainstream fame in the WWF under the persona of Razor Ramon, a character inspired by a Cuban-Italian tough guy, complete with slick-back hair, gold chains, and a swagger that made him unforgettable. As Razor Ramon, Hall became a multi-time Intercontinental Champion, delighting fans with his smooth in-ring style, clever psychology, and signature catchphrase, "Hey yo," which became a cultural touchstone for wrestling fans of the 1990s. Yet Hall's greatest impact came outside of the scripted glory of the WWF. In 1996, alongside Kevin Nash, he co-founded the New World Order, NWO in WCW, a revolutionary faction that blurred the lines between reality and performance. Hall's devil-may-care attitude, natural charisma, and chemistry with Nash helped turn the NWO into one of the most compelling forces in wrestling history. The faction's meteoric rise ignited the famous Monday Night Wars, a ratings battle with WWE that transformed the wrestling industry, raising the stakes for storytelling, character development, and fan engagement. Hall's life outside the ring, however, was far more complicated. He struggled for decades with substance abuse and the pressures of fame, facing numerous health scares and stints in rehab. Yet he also demonstrated resilience, leaning on friendships, most notably with Diamond Dallas Page, to reclaim his life. Hall passed away on March 14, 2022, at 63, after complications from multiple heart attacks following hip surgery. His death was mourned worldwide, but his legacy endures, not just in the matches he wrestled, but in the industry he helped reshape. And the inspiration his eventual redemption provided. Scott Hall was more than a wrestler. He was a trailblazer, a flawed but unforgettable human being whose influence continues to echo through professional wrestling. Ursula Hayden, born on March 8, 1966, was a trailblazing American professional wrestler, actress, and producer whose impact on the wrestling world remains unforgettable. She passed away at the age of 56, leaving behind a legacy defined by talent, determination, and an unwavering passion for her craft. Hayden first rose to prominence in the late 1980s and 1990s, a period when women's wrestling was still fighting for recognition. Competing under the ring name Ursula, she quickly became known for her dynamic presence in the ring, blending strength, agility, and showmanship in a way that captivated audiences and earned her respect from peers and fans alike. Her matches were marked by a combination of powerful strikes, high-flying maneuvers, and storytelling that made every bout memorable. Beyond the squared circle, Hayden showcased her versatility as a performer through acting, appearing in both films and television, which highlighted her charisma and ability to connect with audiences outside wrestling. She also stepped behind the scenes as a producer, organizing events and advocating for women in the sport, helping pave the way for future generations of female wrestlers. Throughout her career, she faced personal and professional challenges, including injuries and the pressures of an evolving industry, yet she remained a steadfast advocate for the wrestling community. Her passing inspired an outpouring of tributes from colleagues and fans who remembered her warmth, generosity, and unwavering dedication to those around her. Ursula Hayden's influence endures not only in her unforgettable performances, but also in the countless wrestlers she inspired, solidifying her place as a pioneering and beloved figure in the history of professional wrestling. Dominic Oscar Gutierrez, known to millions as Dominic Mysterio, has grown into one of the most talked about figures in modern professional wrestling, a world where legacies are both revered and scrutinized. Born on April 5, 1997 in San Diego, California, Dominic carries a name that instantly evokes respect and expectation. He is the son of Rey Mysterio, a man whose impact on wrestling transcends generations, borders, and cultures. From a young age, Dominic faced a unique mix of privilege and pressure, born into a family deeply entwined with the spectacle of sports entertainment. While many children grow up dreaming of being superheroes, Dominic grew up amid the ropes, cameras, and roaring crowds of WWE arenas, witnessing firsthand the sacrifices his father made night after night to deliver unforgettable performances. This upbringing gave him not only an intimate understanding of the business, but also a profound awareness of the weight of expectation that came with carrying the Mysterio name. By the time he officially stepped into the WWE ring, he was no stranger to the storylines, cameras, and dramatic arcs that define professional wrestling, having appeared as a child in moments alongside his father that thrilled and intrigued fans. Yet it was only when he forged his own path that the world began to see Dominic not as Ray's son, but as a young man determined to define his own identity in an arena where legacy can be both a gift and a challenge. Early life and wrestling roots. Dominic's childhood was shaped by the rhythm of a wrestling lifestyle few can fully understand. Growing up with Rey Mysterio meant long travels, backstage passes, and a front row seat to the toll the profession takes on those who dedicate their lives to it. From the intricate choreography of matches to the sheer physical demands placed on his father, Dominic observed the sacrifices and discipline required to thrive in the wrestling world. One defining moment of his youth came during WWE's famed custody storyline between Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero. Though a storyline that blurred fiction and reality, it left an indelible impression on Dominic, introducing him early to the emotional weight and public scrutiny of wrestling narratives. While he may not have grasped the full significance as a child, the experience foreshadowed the intense spotlight that would eventually follow him. Living in this environment, Dominic developed resilience, a keen awareness of performance, and the ability to handle scrutiny, a foundation that would prove essential once he entered the WWE as an adult. His exposure to both the joy and challenges of wrestling life created a complex understanding of the industry that went far beyond mere admiration for his father's skill, preparing him for the realities he would face as a competitor in his own right WWE debut, and the early struggle for identity. When Dominic made his official WWE debut in 2020, stepping into the ring at SummerSlam against Seth Rollins, it was a moment that immediately drew global attention. The reaction was mixed. While some fans marveled at his courage and determination, others questioned whether he was ready for the spotlight or if he had merely been handed opportunities due to his family name. For Dominic, this duality became both a source of pressure and motivation. The debut revealed glimpses of his innate talent, passion, and willingness to endure the physical and emotional demands of professional wrestling. It also marked the beginning of a challenging journey to distinguish himself beyond the shadow of Rey Mysterio. Early matches alongside his father created moments of emotional resonance, but they also invited comparisons that were often unforgiving. Each match, each move, each expression was measured against Rey's iconic legacy. Dominic responded not with resentment, but with determination, dedicating himself to training, improving his technique, and learning the nuances of storytelling in the ring. Gradually, he began to emerge not as Rey's son, but as a competitor with his own voice, capable of drawing both admiration and disdain from audiences who recognized that he was carving a distinct path in an unforgiving industry. The turning point, joining the Judgment Day. Dominic's career took a defining turn when he betrayed his father and aligned himself with the Judgment Day, WWE's dominant faction led by Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Rhea Ripley. This shift was more than a storyline. It was a declaration that Dominic was ready to step away from his father's shadow and embrace a more complex, multifaceted persona. The turn shocked fans worldwide, eliciting strong reactions that ranged from outrage to fascination. By joining the Judgment Day, Dominic found a creative space that allowed him to explore the villainous, arrogant, and rebellious aspects of his personality, transforming him into one of the most effective antagonists in modern wrestling. The faction offered him both protection and opportunity, a structure in which he could develop his skills while engaging in compelling narratives that challenged fans' perceptions of him. His heel persona resonated because it combined genuine storytelling with emotional realism. The audience could feel the tension, the drama, and the personal stakes inherent in a young man breaking away from his father's legacy. This period marked Dominic's emergence as a wrestler capable of commanding attention, not merely because of who his father was, but because of the compelling character and health struggles. The rib injury. Despite his rapid ascent, Dominic's career has not been without setbacks. In June 2025, he suffered a serious rib injury, dislocating two lower ribs and experiencing significant pain as they pressed against cartilage. The injury occurred during a match, though details vary, and it was severe enough to sideline him and raise concerns about his immediate and long-term physical health. Rib injuries are particularly challenging for wrestlers because they affect not only mobility and strength, but also fundamental functions such as breathing recovery, requires patience, careful rehabilitation, and avoidance of high-risk movements that could exacerbate the damage. For Dominic, whose career depends on high-impact maneuvers, the injury was a stark reminder of the physical demands and dangers inherent in professional wrestling. It also brought with it a psychological weight, the uncertainty of when or even if he would return to the same level of performance can be emotionally taxing for an athlete still in the early stages of building a legacy, financial implications, and career stability. Alongside health concerns, Dominic's absence has also prompted speculation about potential financial challenges. While WWE contracts provide a solid foundation, extended periods away from television can impact performance-based bonuses, merchandise sales, and sponsorship opportunities. Wrestling careers are often unpredictable, and even well-compensated performers can face financial strain during recovery periods. For Dominic, who is still in the early stages of establishing himself independently of his father, extended time away from the ring could present additional challenges in terms of financial stability and career trajectory. The situation highlights the broader realities of professional wrestling, where personal investment in health, performance, and public perception are inextricably linked to both income and long-term career prospects. Despite these pressures, Dominic's reputation and connections within WWE provide a degree of security. Yet the situation is a reminder of the fragility inherent in an athlete's livelihood when injuries occur. The weight of legacy. Beyond physical and financial challenges, Dominic carries the profound emotional weight of the Mysterio name. Rey Mysterio's career has left an indelible mark on wrestling history, and for Dominic, every success and setback is inevitably measured against that legacy. This dynamic can be both motivating and burdensome, particularly during times of injury or professional uncertainty. Yet Dominic has demonstrated resilience, channeling criticism into growth, and leveraging the challenges of legacy to define his own narrative. His journey from supporting character to prominent heel illustrates a conscious effort to evolve and assert his individuality, even in the face of external expectations. The current injury presents a further test of his ability to navigate public scrutiny, physical limitations, and the pressure of familial reputation, all while remaining committed to his long-term goals in the wrestling industry. Looking ahead, Dominic Mysterio's path forward will be defined by his recovery, strategic reintegration into WWE programming, and the ability to continue developing his character. A carefully managed return could become a defining narrative moment, portraying resilience and growth that resonates deeply with audiences. Conversely, rushing his comeback could compromise his health and momentum, underscoring the delicate balance between ambition and long-term sustainability in professional wrestling. WWE has a history of weaving real-life circumstances into storylines, and Dominic's situation presents opportunities to deepen his character, explore new narrative arcs, and reinforce his standing within the company. His journey remains a compelling mix of triumph, challenge, and human perseverance, offering lessons in resilience, adaptability, and the realities of pursuing a career in one of the most demanding forms of entertainment in the world. Conclusion: Dominic Mysterio's story is still unfolding, marked by achievement, adversity, and the constant interplay between legacy and self-definition. His rib injury has highlighted the physical and emotional demands of professional wrestling, reminding both fans and performers that even the most promising careers are subject to unpredictability. Financial and health concerns, coupled with the pressure of carrying a legendary name, create a multi-layered narrative that extends beyond the scripted world of WWE. Yet within these challenges lies the opportunity for growth, character development, and personal triumph. Supported by his Judgment Day allies and fueled by a desire to carve his own path, Dominic continues to navigate the complexities of his profession with determination and resilience. Whether met with cheers, boos, or a mixture of both, he is no longer merely Rey Mysterio's son. He is a young man establishing his own identity, confronting real-life challenges, and leaving a mark that is uniquely his, proving that his story is as compelling as the matches he fights to deliver in the ring.